comic book junkies, this one's for you. And I just started doing this video, my eyes itching like mad. I want to scratch it. But this is a dollar flea market haul. 99% of these were $1, and at the flea market and our keys. But Steve Caldwell, you know who you are. I love Disney and comics. Sub that dude up. He is got incredible videos. He turned me onto this book, and it goes into minute detail. I mean, it really tells you how comic books became and weave themselves into the culture. Stuff I didn't even know. I mean, it gets down to the base and works it all the way up. The author is tremendous. His name's right there. A lot of people are telling me my videos are too long because I love to talk comics, so I'm not going to tell you any more about this book, but it was $6 on eBay. And if you're interested in that type of stuff, this book is for you. It talks about the how comics became part of the history of our country, and also it focuses on the 50s with the seduction of the innocents, Senate hearings, and the burning of comic books. That's what the book is like supposedly leading up to. I haven't got very far yet. Anyway, on to the haul. Like I said, this is for the junkies. You know who you are. I am not a big Spawn fan, but I picked up a bunch of high-grade early issues for $1. I figured, you know what, I might just get them for a trade or something. This is number 3 from 1992, and the first appearance of Sion Fitzgerald. As a child, and becomes Black Mirror as an adult. Now, just saw that announcement. There's a new Spawn movie coming out, and Todd McFarlane said it's going to be dark and it's going to be ugly. I don't watch rated R movies, so I probably will not see it. Before I made that pact with my family, I did see the first one, and the computer animation in that was really bad. But yeah, nice near mint. All these are near mint, except for the last issue. Number 4, September 92. Nice Violator, I'm guessing. I don't know a lot about Spawn. He's just out of my wheelhouse. Never cared for the character. Actually, I never really liked McFarlane's art. It's too over dramatic for me. But this is number 5 from October 92. And I noticed, because I have some of his first work in Infinity Incorporated, and it wasn't too popular until he started doing Batman run, and he started over-exaggerating the capes. And then he did Spider-Man and over-exaggerating the webbing. And people seem to like that. I do not like that kind of art. I mean, not only did he over-exaggerate it, he went beyond over-exaggeration to unrealistic. Number 6, near mint, November 92. First appearance Overkill, first appearance Tony Twist. And Tony Twist was a character inspired by a professional hockey player. He ended up suing Todd McFarlane over the character. I don't know what the outcome was, but I can imagine Todd just stopped drawing it. Number 7, 1993, January. Iconic cover. These are probably the most Spawns I've owned. I already had this one. February 1993, first appearance of Vindicator, brother of Violator, Origin of Hell. This one's written by Alan Moore, and it has a pinup in here by Frank Miller. Shout out to Scoons. He loves his 90 books. Not me. I have a rule. I violated my rule, but I usually don't let Image 90 books into my collection. And that's not because I didn't buy them when they came out. I did. I was like everybody else. I was there waiting for every issue to come out for the first year. And when I see no progress in the art or stories, I was like really disappointed. It was like having a bitter taste in my mouth. And ever since then, I did not like Image Comics anymore. June 1993, number 11. I've never gotten over that. Well, I guess I'm getting over it a little bit because I bought these right here. Number 13, August 93. Origin of Chapel, Disfigurement of the Hands of Spawn. Number 14, September 93. You've probably seen these books a million times in your comic book lifetime. Number 15, November 93. Put that back a little bit. And then number 31, May 1995, first appearance of the new Redeemer in here. I'm not doing too bad. And then number 32, this one has some, like, the back cover's messed up on this thing. This includes a 6-page preview of a story arc of Spawn Blood Feud by Alan Moore. I'll probably take a read at these. I'll probably end up holding on to them. What the heck? I'm a junkie. So those were all $1. These are all mostly from one honey hole. There were a few. The other vendor I hit first had some older books for more than $1. I know this was an iconic cover. It doesn't actually show up in the Key Collector app. Number 203, Maximum Carnage. Actually, it does. It just says Maximum Carnage Part 13. I know I've seen this cover shown many times. People really like this cover. And I like it too. It's very cool looking. Good use of the eyes or negative space. Maybe a green eyeball and that would have been cool. This was another vendor. He had a bunch of Underground comics. I like Underground comics. I love the covers, but the content is a little racy, so kind of just be careful with these. This is Robert Crumb, and this is number 1. It said Mystic Funnies, which I thought was cool. It had like a Golden Age vibe of horror, then a Golden Age early vibe with the funnies, famous funnies, the funnies. And it's nice and near mint from 1997. He had a bunch of these, and they were $5. But I understand, I don't know a whole lot about Robert Crumb, but his books are desirable. And so to get these at $5 is actually a pretty good deal. And then shout out to Lou. I met him on Instagram. Actually, I'm going to his house in the Queens when I go up to New York in a couple weeks, and we're going to go through his collection. He said he had a bunch of these that I could have, so that's pretty cool. I just got this for the cover. Shout out to Bubs and to Timothy, the Canadian comic book hunter. I know they like this kind of stuff. It was just a nice Michael Turner, beautiful girl cover, and they had a lot of soul fire there. Number 1 wasn't even as good as this cover. So, October 2005, and that's why I got this. Thought of Bubs, thought of Timothy. Timmy, as he's changed his name now. I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. I do like Spider-Man. Number 400. I thought this might be something. I looked it up, and it is. It's a milestone issue. This is cover B. So cover B goes for a little bit more of cover A. Cover A, you actually see the picture here on this raised cover, and this opens up. It's like a gate cover, and then there's a picture of Spider-Man there. This one goes for like $15 near mint, which this is. This is the Gray Tombstone variant deluxe edition from April 1995. Then there's a cover C, which goes for about $50, and is actually white. And this one's grayish. You probably can't tell from the video. So that's Amazing Spider-Man number 400. I stopped in the LCS to pick up some boards. Ended up buying this. I don't know why. I already have it. It was only $4. It's the Origin of Boba Fett. I mistook this for the other cover where he's standing on the cover in the black and in a white like spotlight. February 1983, number 68. But it's a nice copy. It's probably an upgrade to the one I have, and it's a newsstand. You always gotta say, hey, it's a newsstand. So there you go on that. So back to the dollar book. So this one was $1 from the Honey Hole. So was the Soulfire. This one was $1 from the Honey Hole. Number 397. I don't know much about these keys from the 90s. This is from 1995, June, but this is a first appearance of Stunner, and also has a 48-page standalone backup story on the flip side of the book, which I didn't even check yet. So I just thought, yeah, it's a key, it's $1, it's cool. I don't have a lot of these 90s Spider-Man. I see a lot of people showing them, so I figured, you know what, I'll start grabbing them. So Metarog pointed out that this is a second print. The colors on the words are red on the first print. This is the first Cable versus Sabretooth fight. Wolverine number 41, July 1991. For $1, second print. I think I've had this book before. Just got this for the good girl again. I don't know. No, I was gonna say it's Dave Stevens cover, but I don't think it is. Looks kind of, but it's not. First Rawhide, Lady Rawhide, first solo series from July '95. Just a good girl art cover. Tell me what you think, Bubs. Timothy. I don't know much about this. It was $1, so it's not newsstand. This is my second. This is my upgrade copy of this, and I got the last copy I have from the same place, but it has a little bit of the cover missing on the back. This one's near mint. It was curved like that. I didn't press it. You can tell if I put it right in the bag. It's still trying to curve the bag a little bit. I don't know if I'll press it or not, but if I ever need to, I can. So that's Nightwing's first solo series. September '95, number 1. This is this the limited? I think this is this may be, yeah, this is one of 4. And then he goes on, there's another number 1, which I do have too. Okay, a bunch of these. I always pick these up when they're $1. These are like going for $5 to $10 on eBay and at my local LCS. I already have this, but I picked them up both near mint. Number 50, Death of Kilowog and Sinestro, and first appearance of Hal Jordan as Parallax. First appearance of Kyle Rayner as Green Lantern, and this is also a glow-in-the-dark cover. I think I read this. I thought it was pretty good. I actually seen people showing this, and I couldn't find these books for like 2 years for $1. I was only going to pay $1. I couldn't find them, and now I'm finding them everywhere. And since everybody was showing them, I ended up reading the series, which I really liked. First, Kyle Rayner cover appearance, May '94. This isn't even listed as a key. I grab it every time, though, because it's his first cover appearance. What do they say? Us junkies, you never know. I mean, so before I forget, Spec, Marvel Fan for 11. Found that book for 50 cents. That book is skyrocketing. It's the first appearance of Iron Maiden, who's an assassin who fights Black Widow, and I guess she's been optioned for the movie. Seen this, been on the lookout for this one for a while, and just haven't been able to find it for $1. I finally found it for $1. This is where Kyle Rayner's girlfriend is killed. So it's a controversial issue by Major Force, and I mean, for a coded, is it coded? Yeah, it's coded. For a coded comic, he dismembers his girlfriend and stuffs her in a refrigerator for him to find. So I thought I'd pick it up for $1. I want to read it. Yeah, I'm a guy. So shout out to Metarog. I don't know if you knew this, Metarog, but on issue 47, Kyle Rayner moves to New York City. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the address, but the address is identical to that of Doctor Strange's assistant, Mr. Wong. That was pointed out in the Key Collector app. They did have that issue, but I was trying to keep the price down, so I didn't get that one. But that's, that's pretty in your wheelhouse. Kind of a crossover to Marvel. Got two of these I could not find for years, and everybody was showing these for $1 they got. I finally found me two. Well, I already have it. I found it for $1 somewhere else. First appearance of Kyle Rayner. becomes third Green Lantern. First appearance of Alexia DeWitt. He's murdered in 54. It's a cool, iconic cover. These are this has become probably my top 10 cover. Now, couldn't find these for $1 for years, and ended up paying $10 for the first one that I got. And after I bought that first one, I've been finding these for $1 everywhere. So this is like my 6th copy with these two. I really love that cover. Now, there is an homage cover to this on the next volume of Green Lantern. That one I have not found yet. That one I would like to have also. I saw that on someone's video. I think it might have been Spidey Fan. Love that cover. Green Lantern number 49. Okay, I saw this on Go-To Geeks. So right away I knew what it was, and only because also they had the black cover right in front of it. So this is the white cover. This is actually cover A. I thought this was a variant, but this is tougher to find. I don't know if it's because it's direct sales. So the black one's the one you always see, which is cover B, but the white one you rarely see. I don't know why that is. It's the phenomena. This is just a hard to find white cover, and this thing is a near mint and bone white. If your bones aren't white. Oh, number 49, The New Avengers. I think I own this already. First cameo or partial appearance of the Dark Avengers. Norman Osborn as Iron Patriot. Norvar as Captain Marvel. Dakin as the Wolverine. Moonstone as Miss Marvel. Barry, Sentry, and Bullseye as Hawkeye. Number 49, March 2009. So yeah, this is pretty cool. I have not read this. Looking forward to reading that, maybe. Another one I just picked up because I don't know nothing about these. Looking at the app, all the keys were gone except for this one. This is just the cover art by Greg Land featuring Emma Frost. Again, another just a good girl cover. So shout out to Scoons, Bubs, Timothy Comic Book Hunter, any of you 90s fanboys, but this isn't 90s, so scratch that comment. It's 2011. I don't know, this anything from 90s to now. If I don't seen it come out in a video, I just assume all that stuff is 90s. It has a similar look where there's not really a lot of scenery. It's mostly profile covers and stuff like that. It's all 90s, and thanks to Image, and that's being sarcastic, for starting that kind of art on covers. I mean, this one here, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. That is a pretty cool cover. Now, I couldn't tell you who did it. John Quesada. Or Joe Quesada, sorry. 1992, Joe Quesada. Denny O'Neil writing. Number 2, November 1992, second appearance of Azrael. I used to own these and sold them. And I wanted to get them back, and my LCS has like $10 on number 1 and $7 on number 2. I'm not paying that. These are dollar books. I found it near mint for $1. Number 2, beautiful cover. Beautiful. Look at the dynamic. And then you got the foreground, the background. So you got like the 3D look. That's a cover. This looks flat. It looks two-dimensional. This looks three-dimensional, even though it is two-dimensional. That's a great artist. Okay, number 1 for $1. Beautiful cover, iconic. First appearance of Azrael, October 1992. My favorite Batman of all time. Wish they would bring him back. I wish they would do a movie on that whole Nightfall. I mean, with Azrael. I know they did similar movie there with Bane, which Bane is like the worst villain ever. Never liked him. Another vendor. Always try to support him. He never really has a whole lot, and some of the stuff that he has is good is low grade. I have pulled out a few good books out of him every now and then. This was $6. I thought it was a little bit overpriced. I'd rather pay 4 for it, but it's a pretty decent copy. Probably like very fine plus #1, and a really good series by Marvel. Even though I haven't read it, I've heard a lot about it. I do have the key Punisher issues. Okay, so the last 4 books are from the first vendor I hit, and you're gonna see all this footage of the flea market. Not the highest grade, but I didn't have this one. It was an Aquaman Nick Cardy cover, number 48 from December '69, and it was $3. That's a no-brainer right there. I mean, even though it's mid-grade, it's very presentable. It doesn't have a lot of defects on the cover. It's just got, the aging for reading it a lot. So for $3. Upgrade to number 4. I had this already, but this is an upgrade for me. First appearance of Essak, Scientist of Darkseid's Elite, second cameo of Slig, August '71. This book is pricey. These books were dollar books. I paid $5 for it. This is like a $20-25 book right now in this grade. So that's an upgrade for me. I didn't have number 5. First appearance of Slig, October '71. Beautiful copy for $5. And these are thick, so you got a lot of reading in here. So for $5, I think you're getting like 3 comics in this. Okay, last. This was probably the best of the haul for me. I just thought this was cool and bought it. Didn't realize it was a key until I got home. So in this 403, so 402 was a Supergirl series, and then 404 goes back to Supergirl. So they interrupted the Supergirl run to put this issue out. And this is original story with new costumes designed by the fans for the Legion. So that's pretty cool. And this is a thick book. You can see up here it says 64 pages for 25 cents. This is a nice copy. It's probably VF minus. And it's written by Jerry Siegel. So there you go, the honorary Siegel, creator of Superman. Well, that's my flea market haul. I hope you got your fix. And anytime you need another one, just come back to the channel. I got a Golden Age haul coming up. I'm waiting on 2 more books in the mail. And then those you Golden Age junkies out there, if you need your fix, it's coming probably in a few days, I hope. And this is Nighttiger saying be safe, happy hunting, and just thanks for coming out and hanging out. Like, subscribe, check out my Instagram, Nighttiger Comics, all one word, always posting new stuff. And just glad to have you along for the ride of your life.